You are being lied to, and it needs to stop now. The million-dollar question, is the top in? This is on everybody's mind. It's the buzz of the town. It's the buzz of the world in the crypto space. But the lies need to stop. Mainstream media is pumping you with information about Bitcoin and its potential top or where it could top, and it's absolutely confusing and devastating the crypto industry. Today, the lies stop. We're going to base it on complete facts and this ridiculous pattern that's been repeating for the history of Bitcoin. Take a look. This is 2015. This is the bottom of the market. A lot of people wonder, hey, how do I know we go from a bear market to a bull market? Well, every single market cycle, we have a bullish engulfing candle. That first bullish engulfing candle starts the bull run. And then it's precisely 4 candles to the market cycle top. Take a look. 2015, bullish engulfing candle, and then 4 to the top. 1, 2, 3, and market cycle top. It's that easy. Then the whole thing repeats. We go into the next market cycle, and what do you know? We have a bullish engulfing candle that ends the bear market. How odd. We did that in the last cycle, and we did it again. Now, 4 candles after that is the market cycle top. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Right on schedule, right on cue. Exactly 4 candles after our bullish engulfing candle is the market cycle top. Why is that so important? Because in the next market cycle, we did the exact same thing. We had a bear market. We had a bullish engulfing candle, which ended the bear market. And then we want to count out 4 candles to the market cycle top. 1, 2, 3, and oh no. I need to let you in on what this candle is doing right now, because let's be honest, it hasn't closed yet, but this is the 4th candle. We do have some clues in the charts that are going to tell us more about what we can expect the rest of this 4th candle, and most importantly, when this 4th candle is going to close. So let's get into all these important details so that you can leave this video with a lot of information that will give you solid evidence on what you should be doing with your portfolio right now, especially that we're in the 4th candle. Let's get into it. Warning, time is running out. The sale is about to end. Don't miss out.
I was trading primarily with emotions.
I got stuck in trades because I didn't know what I was doing.
Don't you just wish that there was buy and sell alerts that could be sent to your phone? The key is right here in front of you.
And now with Steve's plan, I'm actually up 32,000.
I experienced my first big winning trades over 100%.
This thing is a game changer. Your transformation happens today.
Don't be scared. Take the leap. It is amazing. It'll change your life. It changed mine.
So here we are, Bitcoin US dollar index, and today we're on the 6-month chart. Each candle represents 6 months of price action. So sometimes in the candles, we can go way up and we can crash way down in the same candle. We will get to that, right? But what we notice is this repeating pattern, especially coming from bear market to bull and then to the top of the market. And I really want to stress, we are in the 4th candle. That's not up for debate. We can't argue, oh, is the 4th started yet? Oh no, I think it's the 5th. This needs to be addressed. But I will tell you, in the last market cycle, it was 4 to the top, but we did have a bonus 5th candle. That's never happened before. So the question becomes, wait, hold on a second. Could we potentially have a 2nd cycle in a row with a bonus 5th candle? Where could that potentially bring us to, and when would that close? We're going to get into all of that right now. And let's start our journey back at the beginning so we can completely understand this 4 distinct candle pattern that's been playing out every single cycle right beneath your nose without you knowing about it. And by the way, this is going to be the absolute latest and greatest breaking news that's happening with this 4th candle right now that we're about to get into. So 2015, you can see that typically we have these red candles which are only represented in a bear market, meaning we already had our market cycle top, red, 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 right? You can look at each market cycle top, like this one. It's usually followed by a couple red candles. And those are the only red candles you can find on our chart. Why do I tell you that? Well, we're in our fourth candle right now, and it's red. That's not up for debate. It's right in front of you. One clue to keep in the back of the mind. So when you look at 2015, you can see red, red, red was our bear market. And another fun thing that Bitcoin likes to do, these, when you put on like a weekly or 2-week time horizon, this is typically in a bull flag formation, right? Bitcoin is so simple and so easy to understand. Every single bear market is in a bull flag. And everyone's wondering, oh my God, how do you break out of the bull? When you break out of the bull flag, it happens right here. It's so easy to see when you draw the bull flag on the chart. It's like clockwork. And by the way, it happens every single cycle. We had a bull flag in 2015, and this cycle in 2018, we had one. In our most recent cycle in 2021 top, we had another bull flag. It happens every single cycle. Just like a bullish engulfing candle starts every single bull run, like clockwork. And that's what it did precisely in July 2015. Now, keep in mind, a bullish engulfing candle has to be green. The prior candle has to be red. And that green candle that we spoke about has to have a larger body than the prior red. If all three of those things are true, you have yourself a bullish engulfing candle. It could be true in any time horizon. You can look for bullish engulfing on the minute, on the 5-minute, on the hour, on the 4-hour. You can find them anywhere. On the higher time frames, they are more prominent, more stronger than on like the minute or the hour or the 4-hour, right? Look for repeating patterns because these things always repeat. So what we have is a simple and clean repeating pattern. This is a clear as day bullish engulfing candle. It starts the bull run. And then what I want you to notice is the structure of these candles as we go into our 4 candles. What you typically like to see is you start out with smaller candles. Why? We're building our market structure. And we have all of these levels of resistance above our head. The bull run has to start out slow and methodical and only focus on market structure. If it does that, it's a very healthy and fruitful bull run, right? What you also want to look for are the size of the candles and the formation of the candles. Case in point, right here in 2017. Now, if we started with this huge candle here, we would know that this bull run is going to be very unorthodox. And anytime you start a bull run with a huge candle, it's going to be devastating for the rest of the bull run. Warning, time is running out. The sale is about to end. Don't miss out. Get money-making buy and sell alerts directly to your phone. It works for Bitcoin and all altcoins. Sign up now and make 5 times more in this cycle with my indicator bundle. Best of all, this is the largest ever discount we have ever had on the indicator bundle. The problem? It's only for a limited time. Save an extra $250 off when you sign up with crypto. This is your chance to start dominating. CryptoCrewUniversity.com. Don't miss out. Clock is ticking. On the other side, if you start with small candles and you build them slightly bigger, each one, it shows remarkable strength, which is what we had in 2017, which is another reason why I always say 2017, if you want to study any Bitcoin cycle, study 2017. It's just a thing of perfection. It's a thing of beauty. And what you'll notice is textbook, we have the candles slightly bigger each time as we get to our market cycle top. This is a thing of beauty. Now, this whole thing repeats. We go into the next bear market. We had 2 red candles that represented our bull flag. If you put them on lower time frames, you'll be able to see it clear as day. And you can see that we have this circled right here because this is where the bear market ended and the bull run started. We had our bullish engulfing candle. Once again, 3 things have to be true. This has to be green. The prior one has to be red, and our green body has to be bigger than the red body. If all of those things are true, you've got yourself a bullish engulfing candle, and that marks the end of the bear market and the beginning of the bull market. Now, case in point to the candle size that we pointed out before, this was big. This was smaller. And by the way, to start a bull run with a red one, it's a red flag right away, right off the rip. But then we continue. It's like, okay, big candle to a smaller candle, second red flag already, and then giant candle. What is going on? And which is why the top candle looked like this. This was so unorthodox, and we disregarded our market structure. We had no respect for structure. It was one of the worst cycles in terms of Bitcoin. Just needed to do a few things. It really had to respect structure coming out of the gates, and it didn't. There was a huge rally right off the jump from 3K to 14K, which was not sustainable at all. And then the market was so out of whack to the upside that we still hadn't had our double bottom. So we had a ridiculous crash down to our double bottom. And people will say, oh, it's because of the COVID crash. No. The market double bottom. It was supposed to double bottom. It just wasn't supposed to rally so big, so fast, and it wasn't supposed to disregard its market structure. Now, because we had a big red candle followed by a smaller one followed by a giant one, our fourth candle actually looked like this. It was very bearish, this candle, right? This candle has a fat body. If it had a thinner body with this wick, it would be a gravestone doji candle, which is the most bearish of the most bearish. Typically, you'll find it right at the market cycle top, right? So this fourth candle was not a pretty one, and the only thing we did after that was just double top, right? Nothing really dramatic. And then we had these two gruesome candles that formed in a bull flag, and then the whole thing repeated. Now, let's talk about the health and wellness of our candles. Let's dig into what we see, these patterns repeating, and specifically this fourth candle that we're in right now. And it's red right now. Now, keep in mind, before we even get to this fourth candle, I want you to look at this chart right here. We've got all sorts of, we got data points back to 2011. And I want you to look at all the red candles. Look at all of them all. Look at them all right now on the chart. This red candle in the bear market, not up for debate. These three in the bear market, not up for debate. Red ones here, bear market, not up for debate. Red ones here in 2021, bear market, not up for debate. This is red. I just want to state the obvious, right? Or we're going to get to that one in a moment, but I just want to prepare you for what we're looking at here. So in 2022, leading into 2023, we had this right on schedule, a bullish engulfing candle. Again, our three rules, we have check, check, check. Let's say hypothetically you have two checks. It's not a bullish engulfing candle. It has to be check, 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 all three, and then it's a bullish engulfing candle. The three are, this one has to be green, the previous one has to be red, and the green body has to be bigger than the red body. And again, it has nothing to do with the wicks, just the body, right? So then we start our four candle process. We started out good. This first candle was small. It was methodical, which we like, right? It tells us that we are respecting structure, and building a healthy bull run. Second candle, slightly bigger than the first. We've got to say with respect, that's relatively healthy, right? Once again, we didn't do anything like the prior cycle where we were all out of whack. So far, we had a small candle followed by a little bit bigger, green, green. We're all good, right? Third candle, also slightly bigger than the previous. We're heading in a phenomenal direction, right? Keep in mind, each candle is 6 months of price action, okay? You don't want price action within that 6 months swinging way up high and way down. You want it to be a nice little candle building on top of the prior ones, right? That tells us it's a healthy bull run. Now, what we have in our hands is we went from that third one to this one. Now, let's be clear. We are not yet halfway through this candle, right? We're not yet halfway through. We've done 2 months in a little bit, right? We've done 2 months in a little bit. So let's not get carried away. It is red right now. It is small right now, but we still have time on our side. Now, what should we look at with this time on our side? Well, what we should identify is that this candle could very well mark the market cycle top. And if somehow, some way we were able to have a fifth one like we did last cycle, we're going to talk about when that would be and when that would end and what that would look like here in a moment. But for the time being, we're in our fourth. We still have time on our side, and we have health on our side. Now, as we mentioned, across a whole multitude of charts, we do have bearish divergence. It's something that I warned you about 8 months ago when we were waiting for a weekly stochastic RSI cross, which happens twice per year. And we were at maybe 70,000, maybe 50,000, something in there. And we said, look, we're going to have a weekly stochastic RSI cross. It's likely that that's going to bring us to a new all-time high. However, when we get there, it's going to be very difficult to avoid bearish divergence. That was 8 months ago. And if you want to see that, we could roll the clip. We'll roll the clip now. And the only thing that's going to save the day is the weekly stochastic RSI. That has the capability to lead Bitcoin to a new all-time high. The problem is once we get to a new all-time high, we're going to need to avoid ridiculously strong bearish divergence. That means the weekly RSI has to make a higher high, higher than 88, something that it's only done a few times in the history of Bitcoin. So 8 months ago, I warned everybody about bearish divergence, and we are literally living that nightmare now. A lot of people didn't even blink at it. They're like, oh, but Steve's calling for bearish divergence. Who cares? We're going to be in a bull run and we're going to go to $1 million Bitcoin. And it just was in one ear and out the other. But we're literally living it right now. It's the biggest concern in crypto. And a lot of people are like, wow, this came out of nowhere. Unless you follow my channel. 8 months ago, we were prepared for it. Now it's here. So what could happen? Well, the biggest thing that we're waiting for now is that little weekly stochastic RSI cross, because that thing has to take Bitcoin to a new all-time high. We're going to have a cross in the coming weeks to coming months. And if it doesn't take us to a new all-time high, it's a failed rally, and that thing's going to plummet quickly. There's only two options here: a failed rally or new all-time high. Both of them will likely be the market cycle top. Whatever that weekly stochastic RSI comes and does, that's likely the final hurrah no matter what. Either way, if it ends up good or bad, it's the final hurrah either way. So we have to understand more closely when that happens and what that time horizon looks like afterwards. Because once again, this is the 6-month candle. It closes at the middle of the year, right? Right in the middle of the year, this candle's going to close. And by that time, it's likely that the top will be in, or we'll have an anomaly like we had that 5th candle, which will bring us to the year end. So best case scenario for Bitcoin is we top at the end of this year, right? What would be on par for what's happened so far is if we top in the middle of the year. Now, some people might get confused at that because this candle simply closes at the middle of the year. It doesn't mean we top at the middle of the year. A lot of people will get that confused. This is a 6-month candle. It just means that Bitcoin is likely to top in this 6-month period now. The first 6 months of this calendar year, we're going to see a top somewhere in those 6 months. It doesn't mean we see it at the end or at the beginning. If you look at all the candles here, none of them topped at the very end, right? You can see these long wicks. It tells you what we were doing in between there. In other words, we opened here at, let's just look at the last market cycle top, January 2021. Bitcoin opened around 30K, right? We rallied all the way up from 30K, all the way up to 70K during those 6 months, and then plummeted all the way back, and we closed the end of the 6 months at like 34, 35. So you can see the 6 months could have huge swings, especially in that 4th candle. It's where we close is the key. The close is what happens in the middle of the year, right? If Bitcoin were to get that 5th candle, The fifth candle that we have here only represents a double top. We have no other data points to suggest that the fifth candle is the ultimate be-all candle that'll take Bitcoin to $500,000. We have no evidence of that. What we do have evidence of is that Bitcoin, a lot of people think like there's a long time left in the bull run, that we have all of this time is on our side. Bitcoin's in the final innings. This is the fourth quarter. This is the end of the game, and Bitcoin might have one big final push, or the top is in. It's literally that simple when we break it down. What does that one push look like? And what does the top look like? Well, the top looks like it's already in, and that one final push would be the fifth candle. It's really that simple. So you will leave this video with absolute pure bona fide facts. This will help you so much in the next bear market to look for that bull flag, and it will help you count out that next bull run that we're going to start potentially in 2020 and 2027. And things are going to run 2027, 2028, 2029. And we're going to be in this scenario again in 2029. And we're going to be counting out our candles and looking at what happens next. From Mark, Steve's education made all the difference. We profited $50,000. From Dr. George, in just 1 week, I made $70,000 profit using Steve's indicators. Carl, I made 300% trade with his system. CryptoCrewUniversity.com. Don't miss out. Clock is ticking.